everybody. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this 9 a.m. Eastern Time hour. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and it is the last episode of the month of March. Q1 is done. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know. We're finished with Q1. I don't know how I feel about it, if I'm being honest with you. I do feel like the first quarter of the year for me was a little bit of a roller coaster. Some of the most amazing things of my life have happened in the first quarter, and some of the most challenging things in my life have happened in the first quarter. And yeah, I'm just riding the ride over here because at some point, if you get on a roller coaster and you realize you're not having a good time, all you really can do is throw up your hands and say we. Like that's it. Like we're just here for the ride. Coming up on the show today, my co-host Trista Polo's here, and we're going to talk about if spring feels like the real new year for you. Does it feel like a new beginning? Does it feel like perhaps the new year should be at this time of the year? And I'm very excited actually about, and it just jogged my memory. I had a comment come on the episode over on LinkedIn when I first posted it, and from a friend of mine, Rez, and he gave a really good thought about this topic. And so I have that to share with you when we bring Trista on as well. We also have something fun to talk about together when she comes on also. What is bringing me joy today? Let me know where you're joining from and what is bringing you joy in your life today. And for me, first of all, I'm all Care Beared out today. I got my Care Bear shirt. I have my one of my many Care Bear mugs. Don't ask my husband how many because he'd be like too many. Whereas I say I'm just getting started. It's what it is. Okay. Also, I am saying I'm so glad you just pointed this out, saying I am trying a new lipstick. I have never, usually my go-tos are more like darker brownish colors. And I realized I've never worn a red lipstick, and I have, my red computer bifocals here, and there's been a lot of references since I started doing the Ripley show to me being like a Sally Jesse Raphael reincarnated kind of moment. And so I was like, but I've never worn red lipstick, and I just wanted to see how it felt. I am not sure that I like this shade. However, it does, it's a moment. It's kind of like I'm so fair, which is a constant joke anyway, because, a lot of my family on my mom's side are from Italy, from Sicily in particular, and they're all darker than me. Everybody in my whole family is dark. I'm like basically glow in the dark over here. Okay. And so I do know that with the fair skin, a pop red lip typically, it's a moment. Okay. I'm just not sure if this shade is my moment. If I could get one a little closer to my glasses color here, and I've got one, but there's more on the brown side. If I could get like this red, I may just take these glasses to Ulta with me this weekend and go to one of the workers there and be like, help me out here. I want this color right here, is what I want. So we'll see. We'll see, but it is bringing me joy to try new. I'm trying, Olivia and Brittany, two of my other co-hosts here on Project Joy, have been very encouraging with me over the years to help me, step more into color, because I will go ahead and just wear all black all the time and all of that. So they're helping me out. They're helping me out. I felt like I was stepping over some kind of threshold when I got my red glasses also, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. This shade, by the way, NYX makeup has a collection of liquid lipsticks. They're matte and they're called Lingerie XXL. Okay, little snazzy there. And this particular shade is called On Fuego. On Fuego. So there it is. If you want to go ahead and get your, it looks like this. On Fuego is the color. I am not sponsored by NYX, but I probably should be at this point. I use a lot of their products from way back too, when I started first using the. Anyway, I don't need to get into the story with you guys because Trista's here today. I want to say hello really quickly, though, to Miss Sang. It's Monday. It is Spicy Monday. Spicy Monday. That's what we call Mondays now, Spicy Monday. Can't wait to have the most fabulous week. Always a pleasure to be here. It's always a pleasure to see you here, Sang, and thank you for the compliment on my lipstick. Oh, apparently me and Nicole Kidman are like twins. I will take that because she is stunning. She is stunning. I will take it. Teresa's here as well. Good morning, Teresa. And backstage right now, about to join us live, is one of my most favorite co-hosts of all time. She is so charming. She's so amazing. She makes me laugh. Me and her and Olivia, we have the birthdays song on point. So without further ado, please welcome Trista Polo back to the show. Tiny Charms, Big Magic, Trista's here.
Let's do this. Let's be joyful and excited because it's going to be 68 degrees in my town today, and it was 38 yesterday. So I'm excited.
Yeah, listen, we had it's 47 here right now.
Okay, well, I didn't say it was 68 yet. It's working its way. We got to give it time to catch up.
Well, that's what I wonder now, what it's going to be here today, because we've had this very, very up and down. It was almost 60 one day. The next day it was 29.
Yeah, yesterday, my husband was taking our dog for a walk, and he said, "What's the temperature?" Because my phone shows it like right on the home screen.
Yeah.
And I said, not only is it 30 right now, but that is the low for today. So it is the coldest it could be. Yeah. So have a good walk. I'll see you when you get back.
Yeah, we like that. It's apparently going to be 60 degrees here today, too. I'm here for it. And later on this week, Wednesday, it's going to be 67.
Yes,
guys,
that's amazing.
But amazing. See, this is the temperature time that I really enjoy. Okay. I'm good with this temperature. I don't like when it gets too much hotter than this. I'll be honest with you.
Well, that's why San Diego is so popular, because it's around 70 and breezy a lot of the year, and that's why it costs so much to live there, because it's such the perfect temperature.
Yeah. Speaking of San Diego, sorry, this just hit me. Peggy MacArthur, that runs the Global Business Plaza, she lives sort of near LA. She drove all the way to San Diego yesterday to get her haircut. She told me in a private message. And so I'm like, and the fact that she drove all that way for her haircut and did not send me like an after picture, Peggy MacArthur, I'm offended right now.
I want to see an after picture now that it's a not so private message.
Yeah. Peggy, where's your hair picture?
We're all waiting, Peggy. We're waiting to see it.
So I saw, before we get into our topic today, because I really want to talk about this, because it does tie in a little bit to our topic as well, which today is about, new beginning. Does spring feel like a new beginning and all of that? I saw a post on your Facebook page, Trista, that talked about new beginnings of sorts when it comes to the gardening and pruning of our friends lists on Facebook. You want to tell everybody what the post was, and then?
Yes. So I was talking to somebody, and I have been off Facebook for a while, like years. And I'm finally getting back on. And, you have so many friends from so many places, and you don't always remember who they are. I'm always like, well, who are we connected to that might jog my memory? Yeah. And so a friend of mine was telling me that when, the birthdays that come up, like today you have 5 birthdays and you click on it. And now I noticed it has like the message. You could just hit the blue button. They've made it so easy to wish people a happy birthday.
Mhm.
So what he was saying was, if he sees the list and he doesn't want to click that button and he doesn't want to send you a message, that is his litmus test for unfriending.
Yeah.
And so I thought that, first of all, I don't have a criteria for unfriending. So I thought that was very interesting. And I thought that was an interesting way to do it, because I will say, like, there are people where I'm like, the button's too far. It's too far away. I don't even remember this. I mean, not that I'm not a nice person. I'm a very nice person. But as I have healed, I've become less nice, because my niceness came from a people pleaser place.
Mm.
And so I don't like waste my energy on things that don't bring me joy and
Right.
growth and
Right.
healing. So it's like, I could kind of see that. I don't know if I'd go so far as to create an unfriending policy, but I thought that was interesting. And I wanted to see if other people had one.
Well, and so when I saw that post, I thought to myself, did I tell Trista about what I do? Because you know how sometimes you see a post and you're like, is this about me? I bet this is about me.
Every post.
So apparently I did not ever tell Trista, because I asked before the show.
Yeah.
But that is my policy as well. If I say policy very loosely, like, because and this is what I was explaining to Trista before, is like, if birthdays come up and I go, I don't even know this person, first of all, I do my due diligence. I always click on them and try to like jog my memory. I'm like, where, because sometimes, like I said, you could go a long time without talking to somebody.
Right.
And then also, if I feel that little feeling that comes up where you're talking about the button's just a little too far for me to, like, I don't feel, I don't know, I feel some kind of way. I'll just say that, because it's not always about mad or I don't like the person or whatever. Like, if something comes up, then I'm at the point where I'm like, there's no reason for me to keep somebody on my friends list if I don't feel like we could be friends, like in whatever capacity that might mean to somebody. So, and then the other thing is, hello, I don't just send them a message. I include them in a whole birthday segment on my show. Right. So if I don't feel like I would want to sing to this person,
interesting. Yes.
Then I'm like going above, and I'm not just sending you a message. You are you are the star. And in fact, I say that the celebrities in my own life, I say every single time.
That's right. So, and we sing to them.
Yes.
Gloriously.
Yes. And so if I don't feel like I could sing to you, then, I'm out.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. Like, how much energy are we willing to give? And I feel like the energy is reciprocal. And so I feel like there might be something missing in the energy between you as well. Right. When you get that feeling of that something sort of way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it doesn't even have to be, look at I got alfalfa going on, right? Y'all see this? Let me fix that while I'm talking. So it is that sort of like, it doesn't have to be about them either. Mm-hmm. Like this isn't I see a name and I'm disgusted, so I delete them. It could be just like, I'm not feel like there's something with me too. And so I don't necessarily want to impart that energy on them either. And it's funny that you use the word reciprocal, because they were talking about that on Rise and Shine Sundays yesterday. That was the topic. Was about the reciprocal nature of relationships, and how do you know if you're getting something from a relationship. So go back and watch the replay from yesterday, because that was the topic.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess I want to just echo what you said, because I was thinking it too. It's not necessarily even about the person.
Right.
Like, everything I feel about other people is about me anyway. Everything other people put on me is just reflecting what I show up for as them. So it's not about you. It's about me. It's not you. It's me.
It's not you. It's me. You heard it here first. And once we delete them, it can feel like a new beginning, which brings us to our topic today.
See what you did there?
Yep. See, we're pros here. Is what it is. So, does spring feel like a new beginning? And so flowers are beginning to bud, animals coming out of hibernation, and the world seems to wake up again. So, we're going to explore this idea that the season may naturally invite new beginnings. Do you feel aligned to start something new during this time of year? How do we honor that energy, even though we're technically going into the fourth month of the year, like the
Right.
calendar year? And so it can feel, I think it can feel a little off for people too. So thoughts,
Absolutely.
Trista?
Well, first of all, I want to say this used to be the beginning of the year.
Mm,
Now, it was quite some time ago. Like the year started with five, like 100 and something. It was a
yeah.
while.
Yeah.
But I do want to put in that it used to be that when the crops were starting to bloom, when the seasons were starting to become renewed, rebirthing, that was the beginning of the year. And it was the Romans, specifically Julius Caesar, who said, I need some more months, and started to create some more months. And then the Gregorian calendar, which was created by a pope, actually reinforced it. But it did used to be the beginning of the year. And it was so funny because before we even talked about this as a topic, I was going through the first part of this year and I was like trudging through it like you trudge through a really big snowstorm. And I was trying so hard to get things done. And I was really trying to make an impact and a difference and move the needle. And then as soon as spring started to come, you know those little crocus leaves?
Yes.
They pop out through the snow like they're the first. I actually physically felt a lightness, like, oh, that's right. It's okay if I didn't get everything done I wanted to, because that's the time when things are quiet, they're hibernating, they're in renewal mode, recharge mode. So why are we trying so hard? So I kind of gave myself a pass so I could stop judging for what I didn't get done and just think, well, that gives me an opportunity. And I want to tell you, I'm happy to say that spring aligns with my birthday a little bit. And so my 55th year, which started a couple of weeks ago, has been amazing so far. And it's really just because it's been spring and all of a sudden I feel light and I feel renewed and I feel ready to do things. I'm curious, because it's not your birthday, right, when spring starts. It's a little earlier. How does spring, like, did that happen for you too? Am I kind of alone in this? Like, what was your experience?
My birthday is very close to the Chinese New Year.
Right.
And so, because I'm in February. So,
Yes.
but I also, I will say this, I tend to, I don't know, I like the darker times better. My husband, in fact, was just commenting on this yesterday, that I'm not a big fan of like super bright light. We just were talking about the weather. I'm not a fan when it gets too hot. I like feeling, I don't like feeling cold inside especially the older I get. I don't like feeling colder inside. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so cold. Get me a blanket. But I don't like I don't know. I just sort of like that. I've always been more drawn to the darker time. In fact, I don't care for the time change that we just had. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but it's lighter longer. I'm like, good for you. I don't like the light like that. And my husband's always like, turn on a light, Jessica. Like I'll be working in a living. So anyway, I say all that to say, but I do feel very that's I always lean into that feeling of new beginnings. And I've said that before. I love a morning. I love a Monday. I love, even though Monday's been spicy lately. And if you know, you know. And I like a new year. I like a birthday. I like anything that sort of signifies that new beginning. So I'm so glad you brought up about the crocus leaves coming up, because my grandmother, and I'm going to try not to get misty here, had a whole row of the daffodils planted bulbs along her driveway, and we would have snow, and those would always be and you would see like the whole driveway lined with just these little green shoots coming up, and that thrilled me every year. And I don't even really know why. It just was just like, oh my God, that's so amazing. And so, interestingly enough, this topic of hibernation also came up in that conversation yesterday on Rise and Shine Sundays about feeling the need to hibernate in relationships.
Yeah.
And I went on a whole rabbit hole with that in my head. I'm like, I don't like it, and this is why.
Yeah.
Um, but which is interesting that, anyway. But yeah, I do feel more renewed this, as we move in. I don't feel as renewed on January 1st as I do moving into February, March, April
Yeah.
period of time. I wanted to read really quickly that comment that came in over on LinkedIn as well, because it tied into what you were saying.
Yeah.
Rez said, I've been thinking a lot about how our perspective changes everything. I personally believe March is the true beginning of the year, and the math actually proves it. When you start the count in March, the Latin roots of our months finally make sense. September is 7, octo is 8, like an octogram, novem is 9, and December is 10, like a decimeter. It's amazing how much more clear things become when we look at the original alignment.
That's right. And if you look at the added months, they have to do with Roman leaders' names. And I don't know all the specifics, but yeah, if you can connect to who added the month,
right,
so that they could be seen and known and have a legacy forever. Yeah. And so I think you were saying something I wanted to comment on, which was you just sort of feel it in your body, and we're connected to trees. We're connected to all the energy. And so you're feeling the renewal of the plants and the trees coming to life, and the animals starting to think about, I wonder how many babies I'm going to have this season. Like you're part of that whole thing. So of course we're going to feel that in our bones and not even really know what it's coming from, but it feels good. Even it's for the hibernators.
It's very true. It's very true. All right. So I know that you have an activity for us. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. We have activity to do. We have a charm to talk about for today, and of course, birthdays. So we'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Project Joy Live. Today is Monday, March 30th, 2026. This is our last episode of Project Joy Live for the first quarter of the year, for the month of March. And we have been talking about, does spring feel like the actual new beginning for you? And Trista has an exercise for us today, which I'm excited about.
I do. And you can be driving, walking, sitting, however you're taking in Project Joy this morning. I want you to just take a moment, and we're going to use our imagination. So you can close your eyes if you want to, but you don't.
Not if you're driving.
Yes, not if you're driving. Important caveat. So just take a slow breath in and let it out. You can count to 4 if you want to really slow down your breath. And that kind of helps your body regulate a little bit. Let it out. You can let it out to the count of 4 as well. And I want you to think about spring, because everything is beginning again. So imagine that you're standing in an open space, and on your feet, you can feel fresh soil peeking through your toes. It's nice and dry, fresh soil. Nothing has been planted yet. Now ask yourself, as you stand in this open space, imagining a new beginning, what wants to grow in your life right now? And you don't need to overthink it. Whatever comes up for you first, you can write it down if you have a way to do that, or you can just keep it in your heart. It could be more joy, more confidence, more energy, putting your house on the market, like whatever it is that came up for you. Now, I want you to take that idea and imagine it as a tiny seed in your hand. It's just a seed. It's not overwhelming. It's not big. It's just a small little seed. And in that seed is all the possibility of what you want to grow. So imagine that you're taking that seed and planting it in the soil in front of you. Cover it over with a little of that soil and care and love. And then ask yourself, what does that little seed need to grow? What is its water, its sunlight, its nutrients? It could be an action. It could be that you're giving it permission or yourself permission. It might even be letting something go. So what does it need to grow? Now imagine that the sunlight is reaching it. That warmth, support, love, energy. And just for a moment, I want you to see the seed start to sprout. Those little leaves, like the crocus, are just starting to pop out. The little tips are starting to pop out of the soil. Just proof that something's happening. You can take another deep breath, another slow breath. And if you would like to really feel this in your body, put your hand over your heart and say, I honor what's ready to grow. And that's the spring in all of us. It's the willingness to feed something and be patient, but not require perfection.
Very good. Oh, so good. So good. I can't believe this. Apparently I'm really leaning into it. My first thing popped into my head was red lipstick moments. And I think
Nice.
it just meant like not just the red lipstick in itself, but like, just that moments where you're just fearless.
Yes.
You just do it.
Well, I just have to comment because you talked about the lipstick before I came on, and there's definitely a vibe out there, and you'll see it on a lot of makeup artists' feed, that if you're having a bad day, put on a bold red lip, because then you are fearless and nothing can get to you. It's like a psychological thing. So red lipstick moments are perfect.
Love it. Love it. More red lipstick. And then I put I jotted this down really quick when you're talking about like, what does it need in order for, and I put internal confidence that doesn't need permission.
Oh, yes.
Cause I will feel like I have those really strong, confident moments. And then somebody could say something and I'm like, oh, like it just washes me right out.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I realize the impact that I allow other people's comments to completely, put out that feeling of confidence. And so yeah. That's interesting.
And I'm just going to remind you, because I need the reminder 1,000 times, if not 10,000, that when somebody tries to lessen you, it's because they can't be with your greatness. It's not about you. It's about them. And I know you know that, because there's this piece of us that knows, but we have to know.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. So there's your 10,000.
So y'all can't be part of my greatness. Just let's do our charm for the day, Trista.
Okay. So I'm using my personal bowl. And I'm just going to ask
I saw
it.
that little caution cone in there, by the way. That's one of my favorites. I just had to point that out.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. So let's see. I'm just going to ask the charms for some guidance. I have my hand over them, giving them some energy. And what do we need to know to help us really embrace the joy of spring? Oh my gosh, things are popping out.
them.
It's very full. Things are popping out. It's very full.
The flowers are blooming.
Well, so here's what I actually pulled.
Ooh, I love that one.
And it's the jade purse, which is all about abundance. So that's perfect. What are we growing?
Yes.
Right? We're growing abundance. And I also want to point out what fell. 3 things fell out. So we have the crow. It is crow season.
Yeah. Yep.
And so if you are into crows, your inner crow, if you like shiny things, if you can be a little judgmental, if you're brave. And this also came out, a perfect thing for spring.
This is like all Trista symbols.
I know. And then the last thing that fell out is the tree of life. So I feel like
my favorites. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like these are all perfect for like, what do we need for spring? So we need to focus on abundance.
Yes.
We need to be brave and ingenuitous.
And judgmental.
And our cleverness. The judgmental is if it's upside down.
Oh, okay. Well.
We all have pros and cons, Jessica.
I was trying to give myself permission. Excuse me.
Oh, well, you know what? Yeah. Judgmental and gossipy all the way.
Yes.
Okay. Judgmental, gossipy, and loves shiny things. Just own it.
Here for it.
Growing, right? Growing, but remembering where we came from, connecting to our roots and our ancestors. And dragonflies are about connecting to our spirit, our spiritual guidance, and they can be real warriors and confident and brave as well. So that's a beautiful little collection. Ooh. And as you know, the caution was in there. So, we didn't get that one, thank goodness.
It was in there, guys. We could have been like, watch out for April.
Watch out for April.
Oh, God,
that was good.
I love it.
That was great. Yeah.
Listen, Sang was feeling that jade purse, and I was feeling it too. I got chills. I got little bumps come up on my arms when I saw that jade purse come up.
This is one of my favorites.
And I have I've gotten several orders of charms from Trista. I have several of those now, and I feel like it's a sign.
I'm like, some people say I don't want doubles, which is fine.
Nah, give me all the jade purses.
4 of those jade purses in your right. That would not be a bad sign at all.
I'm like, yes, all the jade purses.
That's right. I like that message.
Now, if you get 4 caution cones, rethink your life.
Sure. But that's also good to know.
It is. Sang said also now she has a history of iconic red lipstick women and moments. I need to hear all the people.
Yes.
I want to make myself a little board of red lipstick moments. That would be
yes.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
All right. Let's do birthdays, and then we'll circle back for some final thoughts. You guys ready for birthdays? Let's celebrate.
Happy birthday to you.
All right. So there's a lot of singers in the celebrity world that have birthdays today.
Okay.
First up, Celine Dion. We love Celine. Listen, Celine's my sister in my head. She's 58 years old today. Happy birthday, Celine Dion.
Happy birthday.
Rapper NF is 35 years old today. The incredible artist Vincent van Gogh, who passed away in 1890, had a birthday today.
Yeah.
Love that. Actor, one of my favorite actors, he played Hagrid in the Harry Potter movies, among many other things. Robbie Coltrane, who passed away in 2022, had a birthday today. Listen, Paul Reiser, you might remember, a lot of people remember him from Mad About You, but you know what I remember him from? My Two Dads.
Oh,
back in the day there
yeah.
with Stacy Keenan, who I got to hug and have a whole conversation with in
Nice.
person. So Paul Reiser is 69 years old today. And then look at all these music people. Eric Clapton is 81 years old today. Sit with that.
No, I refuse.
Layla. Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
Let's see. 81. MC Hammer.
Oh my
64 years old today, everybody.
God. Wow.
Tracy Chapman,
Oh, I love her.
62 years old today. And the incredible, I mean, she's closer to, I think she's between me and you, age wise. She's 47. Nora Jones, incredible jazz and
So
pop
good.
artist. So good. Yeah. So those are the celebrities, but the celebrities in my life, people that I didn't feel the need to delete today, everybody. We have Jay Markwell. Love some Jay Markwell. It's so funny how when you meet somebody. So Jay, I met her in the homeschool community,
Yeah.
and but she's also in the vegan community with me, and we go to the same restaurant all the time, but never ran into each other. So loved that.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Jay. Breakthrough alum Nur Gariga has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Nur. And then incredible. She's an amazing speaker. She is a very accomplished podcaster, entrepreneur. Summer Watson has a birthday today. And Cheryl Garachi Bassett has a birthday today as well. Happy birthday to
Happy birthday.
Cheryl. Any birthdays you're celebrating today, Trista?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to Joe, who just opened a pickleball court.
Oh,
Huge
Joe.
undertaking. So very excited for her, and it's her birthday today. And Charlie, my friend Charlie, is having a birthday today. One of my amazing mentors and friends, just a really great leader. So happy birthday to Charlie as well.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. Oh, and Joe, if you're watching this show, the other day was National, what day was it? Friday was National Joe Day. In case you
Oh.
didn't know, you could go back and celebrate yourself again
Nice.
for your birthday and for National Joe Day. I just wanted
Perfect.
to, yeah, Leah told us all about that on Friday's show. All right, time to get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy birthday, dear.
Celine, Anna, Vincent, Thomas, Robbie, Eric, MC Hammer, Paul, Tracy, Nora, Joe, Charlie, Jay, Nur, Summer, and Cheryl. Happy birthday to you. I don't know why I just literally heard like a whole rap moment over that birthday song that had something to do with you're special, you didn't get deleted. I don't know.
I love it. I love it. I just have to say, with all the musicians on the list, I think I overthought it a little bit today. I think I felt the pressure. Like you said, Celine Dion. I'm like, I can't sing to Celine Dion. I had a little moment. I did.
We need it was a red lip moment, Trista.
Yes, that's
it was
right.
what it was. It was
That's right.
fine. Final thoughts about our topic today, Trista.
Go out there and grow. Whatever it looks like, it's perfect.
Love it. Love that. What will I say? Get you some red lipstick. That's what
Okay. Okay. Red lipstick. Works.
Apparently, Sang is saying Fire Engine red lipstick was mentioned by Madonna in Who's That Girl?
Oh, cool.
1987.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's
This
very
is an
good.
educational program.
I
boys and
know. We
girls.
learn a lot here.
We do. We
Yeah.
do. So let's see what we have going on. Anything you have going on, Trista, that you want to share about? You've been doing the The Artist Way
Yes.
meetups
we did it
on
yesterday.
Sunday. You want to tell the people about that?
I want to tell the people. So we met yesterday. We meet every 2 weeks. So the next one is April 12th. And it is a come as you are and drop in situation. So you don't need to have been to the other ones. We just have some really wonderful, real, and reflective conversations about inner child healing, what creativity looks like, and what can get in the way of us being our authentic selves. So it's a really beautiful discussion. And I always get a lot out of it. And it's facilitated, not coached. So we're all there to bring whatever we can to each other as a contribution.
I love it. And because I had a whole, I won't say what all I said, but I just had a moment yesterday, which I think, and I want to say that I really value and appreciate how you do facilitate the space, Trista, because Trista really encourages you to show up as you are and to take what you like, need, etc., and leave the rest. Like, you don't have to subscribe to something to be a part of something.
Yeah.
And I think that I just really appreciated that. So I just wanted to say that.
Well, one of my sayings is I want you to win whatever winning looks like to you. And I wanted it to be a safe space so that you could figure out what winning looks like to you. Because I feel like that's part of what being creative is your authentic expression in the world.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm also very open. Like, I didn't say this at the end, but I'm very open to the, extreme high probability that one day I could go, oh, this does all align and it does all make sense for me, And so I'm always willing to, not necessarily like, I would say I'm always willing to be wrong, but I'm always willing to rethink my perspective on any given thing. And so Trista provides the space for that. That's all I want to say.
Thank you. Well, a mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open.
There it is. And tell us, you have your mail club. How's that?
Yes,
How's that
I want
going?
to tell you that apropos with this time of year, I want to show you the mail club charm. I like to reveal it here before I reveal it to the internet. Yeah. So this is the charm.
It's a crow, guys.
It's a crow cameo. It's a chromeo. Yeah. And so the idea behind the crow, again, is bravery, ingenuity, cleverness, really smart intelligence. And then they can also hold grudges. They share those grudges down 3 generations. They're teaching crows, is it in Sweden, to pick up cigarette butts and put them in trash cans and get treats so they can actually learn. And they're very protective and loyal
out of here
with their community. So if you feed crows and befriend them, they will stick up for you and keep your area safe from predators, etc. Maybe not the predators you're worried about, but predators nonetheless. So they're just really cool and they're very smart. They're basically as smart as a 7-year-old. But I chose it because I love the idea of the crow being smart, clever, and courageous. Like, what if we could be those 3 things in anything we're taking on for the first time? And I just really liked that meaning.
Clever and courageous.
Yeah.
Love it. That's awesome.
So so that's the mail club for this month, and you can join by the 15th to receive this edition. And there is a link that if you do through the Breakthrough Show, you will get $1 off. And I do not offer savings on the mail club except for this one opportunity because, the margins are tight and stuff in mail clubs. Yeah. And it also benefits the Breakthrough Show Network as well. So you're getting some back to the community too.
I also thank you for that. And it's very exciting. And it's exclusive, guys. You're special is what we're saying.
That's right.
And also coming up at 12:15 p.m. Eastern time today, you are for the first time leading our community meditation.
I am so excited about this. I have been doing hypnotherapy. And I want to tell you what a huge difference it's made for me. Just in the last couple of weeks, I've been doing it. I started it for the PTSD residuals that I have. It's helping with a lot of different areas. And I have permission from the hypnotherapist to use one of his processes as the meditation today. And it has gotten me deeper than I've ever been in meditation. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've been putting the links in the chat for you guys. So just so you know, you could go back, you could go to our events, you could go to the mail club, and you can also go to the exact link that you need for the meditation today. Again, that is at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We do co-working with CK coming up here at 10. We're our sister sessions, which I'm very excited because CK and I sat down on Friday and had a whole hour and a half session of gushing about the importance of community and co-working and our sister sessions that we put together and why it's important for you to come to our co-working in your life and business. And so more will be coming out. We'll be sharing some snippets with you from that conversation. But so we have co-working with CK. You get a nice break in between and can go to meditation with Trista and then come to co-working with me in the afternoon. So
Beautiful.
this is your most productive day of the week, everybody, both on the business side, your home side, and the self-care side, which is so
I like
important.
it.
Yeah.
Perfect for a Monday.
It is perfect for a spicy Monday.
Spicy Monday.
Spicy Monday. All right. Trista, it was always a pleasure. It is always a pleasure to have you here on the show. And we'll see you again. When are we seeing you next time? Let me act like I
April
have my
something.
calendar up in front of me.
It's April something.
Something? No, we'll just because so we're a week or typically Trista's
Oh,
on.
maybe it's May something.
Trista's usually on the first Monday of the month, but this week it's a little bit different because next week we are not having an episode because it's Easter Monday.
Yes.
And so we'll be off for the weekend. But let me see, drum roll. Trista is back on May the 4th. Which we
Star Wars Day.
It is May the 4th, Star Wars Day, and it's right before Cinco de Mayo. We got a lot of stuff. We're gonna have margaritas on the show.
I'm ready. This will be filled with margarita, not coffee that day. But don't tell anybody.
I love it. I love it. Trista, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, wherever you are watching or listening from in the world, live or on the replay. We love you just the same. And we want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.